Hey there kind people, it's me Yunbei. Did you ever imagine dating a K-pop idol or any celebrity? If you did, you should watch Duna and you will get your answer why you should not date a celebrity. I believe you got that. I will review K-drama Duna and like always, it will divide it into these parts. Also, it will contain some huge spoiler. If you just want the review, should you watch it or not, you should go to this time or you could just watch the show first and then come to this video, or maybe you could just watch the video on mute. I just need your watch time. However, like always, why I decided to watch the show, and like always, I watched a clip on Instagram, specifically this clip. Watching that clip, I had expected it would have an old school love story. Technically it was an old school love story, otherwise who will go one place to another place at night with a bus just because his girlfriend told him she want to see him. I'm an Android user, but I'm pretty sure there is a front camera on iPhone too. Dating rules 404 by Yunbin. If your girlfriend is saying she want to see you, it means she want to see your face, or sometime you're not you in her house. Onto the story. It was based on a manhwa, The Girl Downstairs. Rather than setting up a big story, this show focused on all characters' individual story and problems. Starting with the male lead character Lee Won-jun, who don't have a father and his sister is going through some medical issue, had a best friend who he loved, but after he proposed her, she started to ignore him. Although she came back to him, it was late cause he moved on and now he has Doona, who was a former idol. They were all good until he said he liked to see her sing again. Also, Doona's company want her back cause she was the only one who brought money to the company. On the top of that, he himself decided to break up with her without any logical reason. I mean, if I had a girlfriend like Suzy, I would be ready to wait 7 years for her. Then Kim Jinju, you can describe her as a side chick of a main character. You know that girl whose heart the male lead has to break to get the heart of the female lead? Well, she was that. She also has a toxic dad who has a weird obsession with cutting women's hair. Her story is mostly about her toxic dad and stand against him for her own good. She even ignored Onjun because she don't want to get him hurt by her family issue. Then we got these three. When there were 3 boys and 3 girls in the same building, I thought we would get 3 couple stories. Instead, they gave us 2 love triangles. At first, they tried to build some chemistry between these two, and there is no way these two can get along. Well, which would make him the only single dude in a trio, although it would not be the first time. However, it is changed this time. Their love story was a bit weird, which make it more relatable. First, this girl defeat him in a karate match, but later it revealed he was going easy on her. Well, duh, obviously. Well, that didn't sound right. However, the girl was going through a breakup. Her ex was a foreigner who cheated on her and also took money from her. In other words, he used her. Duh, obviously. That also didn't sound right. However, you know boys, they like to act cool in front of girl. That's what he did and got her heart. Then the real plot of the show. Doona. She was a member of a 5-member girl group named Dream Suite. Her fellow members were Lachika, Shimis and Ryan. Well, Doona left the group for some reason, and after that people started assume things like she was kicked out for her rudeness and stuff like that, which is not far from reality. Ginny is one of the example. When she left and mixed for some personal reason, people thought she kicked out because they think she went on a motel with a guy or something. When Doona left the group wasn't doing good and fans started saying she abandoned the group. Again, it is not far from reality. Suzy herself can be an example of that. Some fan thinks when she was in Miss A, the bands only wanted to work with her because she was the most popular member and the other member wasn't getting any much fame. That's why they left. In other words, some blame Suzy for Miss A's disbandment. 4-minute also can be an example in that matter. People blame Hyuna for 4-minute disbandment. We see many idols leave their group and we just wonder how they are doing. And this show gives us a fake perspective on that matter. One thing I like about Doona's character writing is they didn't unveil everything about her at once. Little by little, we get to know more about her character. End of the day, we get to know she left the group because she couldn't sing, and the reason she couldn't sing was anxiety. But when she fell in love with Onjun and got happiness, she could sing again. But as she sing again, her agency needs her back to make money, and that's make her to lose her love. Now on to my favorite section, the OST. They have 20 OST tracks, but some of them were instrumental. Well, I like them. You can check out Lost Heart and Rain and Cycle if you need a peace in your mind. There were two songs that were sung by Suzy, Undercover and Ordinary. I like Ordinary more cause it was a low beat music. Also we got Daylight by Big Naughty. It was the song that played at the start of every episode. Dream Suite also has a song in there. It was that song that were played here. It actually feels like a girl group song. Other than those, I like Violet by Kim Kyung-hee. The actors were really good. We got Bae Suzy. I knew from the start I gonna love her. She put a great flavor on her character. Her character was so unpredictable. You can't predict when and what she will do. Also, she nicely portrays the idol image. Maybe her experience helped her here. Then Young Se-jong has also done quite well, but I wish he could put more emotion because I never feel him. Although I want him to get Suzy, but I never feel sad for him. Maybe it was the fault of his character writing. Then Kim Do-wan, he was in startup along with Suzy. Although in this show he didn't appear that much, he did a great job within that short time, and I totally love his and Se-jong's chemistry. Kim Min-ho was there just to add some comedy. I wish he could have got some more story. To be honest, his character doesn't add any value to the show. Lastly, Shin Ha-young. I don't know. Her character was a bit weird. I don't love her. I don't hate her. Her character was in gray. If that was what her character was meant to be, then she did quite a nice job. Still, I don't know. I don't like her expression in some sense. Onto the cinematography, screenplay and those things. It was not that bad, but it wasn't good either. They tried to do some cool stuff like when someone needs to make an important decision or confess to someone, they cut in the middle and shows the aftermath first and then they show what happened in flashback. It was kinda cool, I have to give them credit for that. However, they overdone it. Every big moment of the show was like this. In the beginning, they showed us Duna and Onjun's perspective like they were narrating in some part. It was a bit weird because most of the time only one person narrated the story. That's why I thought they might be telling love story to their kids or maybe in an interview, but it wasn't the case. They never explained about that narration, which doesn't make any sense. In 25-22, we saw Nahido's perspective because her daughter were reading those diary of hers. Even in the show, we got to see Onjung's perspective narrating about his life after Duna became an idol again. Then it was revealed those were the message he's saying to Duna. That totally makes sense, but the narration in the beginning doesn't. But the main problem with the show was it couldn't connect me emotionally. Well, maybe it totally goes to the plot. I mean, what on the earth you can imagine living with an idol and then she fall in love with you? It sounds like a 14-year-old kid's fantasy. A 14-year-old can relate to this, but not me. I never relate with the male lead character at all. Although I wish he had a happy ending, well, it became my habit. I pray for main character don't date or confess until the last two episodes cause from there nothing can go wrong within that time. Even if they started dating in mid-season, I wish they break up as soon as possible so that they have time to earn each other back. Otherwise, it will never be an happy ending. This show has some emotional moments, but I never felt emotional, and it is a big thing because I am a person who easily get emotional. I even cry when someone get eliminated in a survival show, but here I don't feel anything. I mostly connect with Jonghyun's and Ira's character because that were more believable and relatable love story. And now if you skip here just for a spoiler-free review, I guess you can watch it. All the episodes are mostly around 50 minutes and there is only 9 episodes. If you have nothing to do in your life, then you can just finish it in one day. But don't expect too much because it's not gonna change your life or you are not learning anything from here. It totally fails to deliver on the emotion. Even after finishing it, you will feel empty. Again, it is a mini series, so you can give it a shot. If you just need entertainment, you will get it, but if you think it will be so funny, it is not true, but it is as funny as it requires. And come on, Suzy is there. You have to watch it at least for her. Overall, it was a decent series. There are many things they could have done better, but it will not feel a waste of time. And I don't want to waste more of your time. Whether you watch it or not, it's your wish. But I totally recommended watching this video, or I will see you in the next video. Until then, have an awesome life.